are we up to?
We are leaving our anchorage at Cordero Islands. And we're gonna hang sharp right and go through the rapids.
I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Join us as we live and sail in the Pacific Northwest on our 40-foot steel sailboat.
Man, that moon is crazy.
Yeah. And where are we going?
We are going to try to make Potts Lagoon up Baronet Passage, which is quite a trek, but it's 5 in the morning and we have favorable conditions all day according to Environment Canada.
What did you see this morning?
Bear. And it sounded like it had cubs with it. But luckily there was a bit of water between me and it, and Max.
Even at slack current, there was visible water movement in Green Point Rapids. It wasn't hard to imagine how this place could turn into large whirlpools and boils on days with large currents. But we couldn't have asked for a more beautiful way to start the morning. The first few hours didn't yield even a breath of wind, and we were treated to glassy seas. A rare sight, especially in Johnstone Strait, which seems to have had nothing but gale and severe wind warnings for so many days.
Do you see things? Did you see things?
Are we gonna see a boat today?
Hopefully.
Even without any wind to move us forward, the current did a great job of propelling us forward. And so early in the morning, the only other boats out on the water were those involved in industrial activities.
Well, after avoiding Johnstone Strait like the plague for the past week and a bit, we are officially in Johnstone Strait. And it is absolutely dead calm. So we avoided it like the plague because there was gale force warnings every single day almost, or strong wind warnings. And we were not willing to play that game, especially because the wind was going the complete opposite direction of us. So it's like we could have tried it and it just probably wouldn't have gone anywhere. So here we are. It is dead calm out here. It is insane. It's so crazy to think that like yesterday, or the day before yesterday, it was blowing 35 knots through here. So yeah, hopefully it stays like this all day and we can get to our destination safely and quickly and whatever else. What are we doing for speed right now?
We are doing 8.6 right now.
8.6 knots.
It's supposed to, I think we're running just over 2 knots of current right now, but it's supposed to go up to 5 within the hour. So
We're gonna be flying!
yeah, and like all summer long you get like northwesterlies coming down here, like, and to get anywhere you have to go with the current, and that much wind against this much current makes this an awful place to be like most of the time. So
Not today.
not today, like today is beautiful. It's supposed to switch to southeast for a little bit even, so I think that's why it's so calm right now.
absolutely no way to capture how amazing it is on camera, but like this is top 5 most beautiful places I think I've ever been. It's just amazing. Like, I'm so happy we waited till today to head this way, because holy crap is it incredible out here. And Logan's been working out here for years, and I had no idea. No idea. Well, in a not so fun turn of events, we have realized that our fuel gauge has not been working for who knows how long, and we are very low on fuel right now. And we are in the middle of nowhere, very far from any kind of fuel. We're like 30 plus nautical miles away from anywhere that has a fuel station. It turned into a very stressful morning after being a very beautiful and peaceful morning. All due to our own stupidity and not checking the fuel ourselves and not filling up the tank. So lesson of the day, check your fuel. We are feeling extra stupid right now. And fingers crossed we can make it. Luckily the current's with us and there's a decent amount of current, so that's helping, but we are feeling real unintelligent today.
We also had a little bit of wind in our favor, which did help us to keep moving forward with slightly less fuel consumption. During this process, I also was trying to figure out what exactly we needed to do if we did suddenly run out of fuel. We had the radio ready to call a pan to attempt to get some diesel from a nearby boat if our engine died, but luckily it didn't come to that.
You got some cell service, and I think you were on Facebook or something like that, and you figured out that today was our
wedding anniversary.
Our 5th wedding anniversary.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
We had no idea.
Today started out so good and then got so embarrassing.
So stressful for no reason other than
our own stupidity.
Yes, trusting a fuel gauge that clearly doesn't work. Well, it works now.
Yeah, it works at empty.
Yeah.
Works at full, works at empty, not in between.
Yeah, I think it got stuck. I don't know what happened. It was working though when we bought the boat. And it does work, but I think the float got stuck somehow. I'm really not sure. But it's my own stupid fault because I never checked the fuel level manually, and I thought that we could get fuel up here, but it turns out that we cannot. We even had a chance to get fuel yesterday. That's the most frustrating part. What do you do? Hopefully learn. Yeah, and the other thing is I can't see where my fuel pickup is in the bottom of the tank. So, like, we have probably 3 inches of fuel in the bottom of the tank, but I don't know how far off the bottom the pickup is. And I thought I had my little mirror so I could check. Can't find it. Oh well.
In an incredible saving grace, me and Marty, who you probably know from some of our other videos, were not too far away and were able to lend us some fuel. By not too far away, I still mean 25 nautical miles. But they were closer than any marina with fuel.
That doesn't sound good.
Nope. Hey May, we're having some issues.
No, go lay down. Go.
Come here. Come on. I can't slow down.
We might have something in the prop. Okay.
Keep going.
Go!
Forward.
Go!
So you might have something in the prop?
Yeah, we just tried to slow down and it just clunked.
Yeah, it just clunked a whole bunch. I've got forward.
Forward?
I might have something wrapped around that's...
We went through a lot of tide lines. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, we somehow made it to our fuel drop without killing the engine. Luckily for us, Marty and May, who you know from numerous other videos, they were not too far away. How far away were you guys from us?
Maybe to our meeting point, like 10 miles.
Okay, yeah, it was about 10 nautical miles away from us. And they very graciously left their very comfortable anchorage to find us and give us their spare fuel. So we are eternally grateful and eternally in their debt.
Well, you're bringing us, you picked up beer for us. That's important.
And sugar.
And sugar.
Yeah.
Beer and sugar.
Yeah, and vegetables.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So I guess, well, I was going to say you get free beer and vegetables now, but not really because you had to motor down here and we used to be able to do that too. So. How are you feeling?
A little bit more relieved now that we're able to get to an anchorage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as we were going to the anchorage we planned to, 2 boats flew in there. So, and it's small. Didn't look nice in there though.
No, it would have done only for tonight because the wind was coming up light overnight. But you wouldn't want to be in there in a northwesterly.
It was full of wood.
I was worried about that because all the big high tides and everything, I saw a lot of wood in the entrance.
Yeah.
After transferring the spare fuel to the tank, we happily motored the rest of the way to Potts Lagoon. Well, today was most definitely an interesting one. I'm so tired. I think I might have gotten a little bit of heat stroke or something too, because it was like 35 degrees out and absolutely no wind. And we got here and I was so tired from all the stress of trying to make it here. Oh my god. That was intense, but we did make it, so that's good. So we are in Potts Lagoon, it's called, which is, I'm not even sure which island it's on. I'll have to fact check that for you. But it's pretty nice here. We haven't seen much wildlife or anything so far, but we've got high hopes. There's like a bunch of little float homes and stuff, which is kind of cool, little float cabins. The current's coming through here pretty good right now, but the water's kind of gross looking. But we also still might go swimming because it is bloody hot and it's supposed to be just as hot tomorrow. So we were up at 4 a.m. this morning and it's 8 o'clock now. So I'm going to head to bed. Crisis averted today with the fuel. Apparently we're like the 4th people that Marty and May have saved with their fuel chugs. So I don't feel quite as embarrassed about running out of fuel because apparently other people do it too, but that was pretty embarrassing and I don't ever want to do that again. So hopefully we don't. It's good to be somewhere safe and relaxing that we can just stay for however long we want to, I guess. Probably be a couple of days and then we'll probably move on somewhere else, but yeah. Also feels good to get something accomplished, like getting through the Johnstone Strait, or a good portion of it anyway, because like you guys saw, we waited a week essentially to get there, and then we actually picked the right day to make the journey, which is another big thing. The weather forecast was fairly accurate, so yeah, I guess all in all it was a good day once things ended well. Join us next week as we explore the area a bit more and make an entire zero-waste, sustainable meal completely from the sea and things grown on our boat. And thank you so much for being here, liking, subscribing, commenting, and just generally sharing this journey with us. We feel so lucky to be able to share it with you.